13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome on into Unsportsmanlike Conduct, episode number 49. That shit. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. I am Steve. I got Dave Mello right on over here. As you can see, we're going to continue on with our GM series. Timmy will be along in just a bit. But little teaser, I got the 49ers. That man's got the Saints over there, and we'll let Timmy announce who he's going to be GMing the hell out of today as we continue that series. But before we get started, first of all, Mello, how's it going? How's life?
Not too bad. Happy hump day for you, boss. Just going through this week. I feel like the week's been going by pretty quickly.
It has. It has.
Yeah.
Well, we got shit going on every single day. People mouthing off. People having issues in the law.
And it's already March 1st.
And we got some little March Madness. Two months of this thing is gone already. A sixth of the year is done.
Crazy.
Stupid. All right, but let's start off not depressing here. Well, we are going to start off a little depressing. We're going to start off with the NBA, and we're going to start off with just a not so good story here with John Morant being accused of punching and flashing a gun at a 17-year-old, and I didn't hear about this until a little while ago, and threatening a mall security guard. So in the police records, yes.
Jesus,
the police records indicate that Morant was accused of punching the teen 12 to 13 times during a pickup game at the 23-year-old's house last summer. So Morant's house.
Oh, so this happened a year ago.
Yeah. But charges were filed in September. We're just now hearing about it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I know. As soon as you hear that, you immediately think that why the hell did he wait so long? Now, Moran is inching closer to getting that extension. Now he's wants to get in that money thing. But so this is the meat and potatoes of this thing. According to interviews conducted by the police department, the sheriff's office, teenager said Morant went into his house after hitting him 12 to 13 times and reemerged with a gun visible in his waistband of his pants and his hand on the weapon. And then there was one part here. Oh, here it is. The documents show that the 17-year-old said he accidentally hit Morant in the face with a ball, leading to Morant asking a bystander, should I do it to him, before using a closed fist to knock him to the ground before entering the house to grab a gun.
All right.
That's a lot to unpack, Dave, but what say you on this? Are you shocked with who it is, and what do you think about this going forward?
So I think it's just funny that this comes out now because I don't know if you've seen like on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram, everyone's been kind of like getting on Ja's case because he acts hard and tough and all this other stuff. You're like, bro, like Ja, like they what
Players
they did,
too.
Yeah, what they did was they one of the TikToks they do is that they put like a bunch of pictures of him, and then they have the Eminem 8 Mile rap where he does it to Papa Doc, and just makes him look like really bad. So, I mean, obviously, I guess he is a little. I don't know how tough he is doing this, but it just shows that he hasn't fully grown up, and it's kind of a shame because a lot of people look up to him. He now has now I don't know what the shoe deal is going to look like, if they're going to be able to terminate it, if something worse comes out for this. But if it does, that's a huge hit to him and his, like, whatever he was looking forward to the future. So, I mean, it kind of sucks because he's a young, talented player. Oh, boy. Let's hear it.
Well, it's not more to that actual situation, but more things coming out about Morant. In On January 29th of this year, the Athletics Bob Kravitz and Sam Amick reported NBA is investigating allegations made by the Indiana Pacers that acquaintances of Morant aggressively confronted members of the Pacers traveling party following the January 29th game. There was
Whoa.
a slow. The Pacers traveling party also said and confirmed someone in a slow-moving SUV that Morant was riding in trained a red laser on them. So this goes back to what you said and needing to grow up.
Wow, that's insane to me. Like, oh man, I don't know
And
like
then there
why he
was
wouldn't just want to get away from that. Like, what does he prove by that? Like, proves nothing. If he gets punked out, like, guess who's still going home to $1 million house?
right.
Like, who's got it made?
Well,
And then this goes back to,
well,
I guess,
he might be unmade now.
oh, yeah, what happened with Shannon Sharp and his dad at that game where they just
Oh
both
yeah,
got into each other, and it's like, what is the necessary need for that? I get it, like, God, I wish Timmy was here. Like, oh, like, the NBA soft and all this stuff. Like, okay, because it's a different time. There's no need to, get on the court and start a fight for no apparent reason.
yeah. That was well. The Malice at the Palace kind of scared the 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 world away from that kind of thing. Here we go, Tim. Timmy's set to join here.
Well, there were so many other things.
After
There was
throwing it,
like a thing in Denver
Timmy.
with Carmelo. Timmy
So,
made it just
Oh yeah, with
just in
the
time.
Carmelo thing. Yeah, so we were talking about Ja Morant, and we were breaking down what happened with him. Apparently, it was a pickup game. 17-year-old kid accidentally, I don't know, hit John Morant in the head or the face with the ball. Morant turned to somebody, said, "Should I do it to him?" And then proceeded to punch the kid 12 to 13 times. Went inside, got a gun, came out with it tucked into his waistband, showing it. He had an issue with the Indiana Pacers. I didn't know about any of this stuff. I thought John Morant wasn't that bad of a dude before this. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, and then the Pacers acquaintances were saying that they were aggressively confronted by people in Morant's entourage, I guess. Slow moving SUV. There was a red laser on them, and he's also gotten in trouble for something with a what did I say, Walmart associate or some store clerk somewhere. Anyway, Dave was kind of saying, who cares if in this in this day and age in sports, who cares if you're getting punked out? You're going home to your whatever $25 million house and all this other crap. You would think that these guys would be smart enough to just not get involved in this stuff anymore.
that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Some of them are not smart enough to figure that out. They can't leave that thug life behind. And when you bring your thug friends with you with millions of dollars, you're still going to be a thug.
You kind of think you have to impress them, and it's kind of sad because they should already be impressed that you made it to the NBA. Not everyone makes it to the NBA. Not only that, but that you're a star in the NBA. You're not just your Julius Randle's. No, I'm kidding. You're not just
Ouch.
your bench player, your seventh, eighth man. No, you're a starter. You're an all-star. Like it just isn't.
And now he's going to be fired and put in jail, hopefully, and cut by whoever. Who was he played for?
The Grizzlies.
Yeah,
The
bye bye.
Grizzlies.
I see. I don't know about that because there's something that we've talked about in previous shows, on other shows as well, where you can't really cancel greatness. And if Ja has reached that potential, it's gonna be hard. Look at Deshaun Watson; he's still playing.
Deshaun Watson.
Look at Ric Flair; he got uncanceled apparently.
Deshaun Watson was never proven. Nothing was ever proven. This guy has this many incidents with lasers and drive-bys and no.
Hey,
Well,
it's the
there's
same
certainly
thing
a whole
as the
pickup.
Deshaun Watson. That was over 20 women came out and said something.
And yet no proof.
But
That
And
we
he
know
wasn't.
of.
He
So,
That
wasn't.
we know
so
of.
here with
But he wasn't proven guilty.
with-
That's my point.
yeah, with this one here, there I don't know how many guys were at the pickup game. That's not just a 2 or 3 person deal there. It happened in September, or over the summer. It was reported in September. So I guess we're just gonna wait and see here and see if there's any
This can go away
evidence that
if
comes out. I mean, he just pays them all off. The 12 guys that were there. Here's $1 million. I'm gonna make 600 million in my lifetime in the NBA these days.
exactly. So you give them a couple of 1.2 1.5 mil. They're gonna be like, okay, we're good. Have a good career, Ja.
But he's one of those
So
guys.
is this
also,
guy. Double it for him.
He's also one of those dudes you gotta watch now too. Because how do you know? Another crew is going to come along and say, "Well, this guy's still living that life." Okay, he might end his life, let alone his career. So yeah, whatever. He'll probably get away with it. But what are you going to do? Especially what happened over the summer, and it's just coming to light now.
No.
Exactly.
We're first hearing about it now. It was reported in September.
September's when it got
to authorities and all this stuff. Yeah,
But
and then
I'm
TMZ,
sure
I guess.
the Grizzlies knew about it though.
But that's if the Grizzlies knew about it, then that's going to be an issue for them. Hopefully,
That's what I'm saying. Well,
because
it's freaking March, and if they knew about it in September and nothing was done about it, it's just another black eye for the NBA.
yes, following the footsteps of the NFL. It's just
Yeah.
it's
true.
cyclical. All right. So, anything else, Dave, on the John Morant deal?
No, we just gotta wait to see what happens.
We'll wait and see.
But I think it,
yeah.
like I said, this whole you can't cancel greatness thing. I unfortunately think it's true, and you said, they're probably gonna play these guys out and not have to worry about it again. Hopefully, at least for his sake.
What an idiot.
Hey, 17 years old. I'll
Stupid.
take the money.
Oh yeah,
Not gonna lie.
that's for sure. All right, what else in the NBA? We got Dame dropping 71 the other night after taking so this could be our kind of like lead into a broader load management discussion that we've talked about, but then now there's new stuff to talk about regarding it. So you got Dame drop 71 after taking the game after the All-Star break off. What are we doing with that? What are we taking the day off?
Because he already didn't have about 4 days after the All-Star game to take. Give me one more,
right.
guys. Give me one more.
So there's that. LeBron hurt. I'm not talking about him. However, LeBron's out. Anthony Davis is taking the back end of a back-to-back off. The Lakers are running out of time. You just lost, a top 5 guy in the NBA at 38 years old, and you ain't playing. I don't understand. This is make or break. There's 21 to 22 games left, and they're in the 13th seed. They're the 13th seed, but the thing is, in the West, the 13th seed and the 4th seed are like separated by 4 games or some crazy crap. So that and then KD, how's KD doing tonight?
The game is over. The game is over.
Okay.
I pulled it up. Game is over. The Suns won 105-91 against the Hornets. Kevin Durant, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists on 10 for 15 shooting.
And a stub toe that'll keep him out for the next 3 weeks.
I don't think they could afford, honestly, because I right now I was looking at the box score, and Booker had a good game, Aiden had a decent game, but their bench looks really, really bad. Like, it looks not good if one of these guys goes down.
And that's the thing with the league. The whole deal with the league stuff. You okay, Timmy? Did something happen?
I'm going in and
What
out
happened
here.
to
Is it me or is it you guys? Hang on.
Dave, you good?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm.
Timmy looks very confused. There's something that's going on.
I mean, I see him perfectly.
Yeah, maybe it's just the. No. All right. Well, Timmy will be back. Yeah. Oh, so I was gonna say the deal with a lot of teams in the NBA right now. They're not deep, so they got the rotation at like 7 guys, and constantly running them into the ground. That's the opposite of load management, I guess. All right. So Durant comes back, and while Timmy comes in, because I want to play a little clip here from Sir Charles Barkley, who was on First Take the other day. But what's your take on Durant comes back? If he stays healthy, do the Suns vault up to not the number 1 seed because that they're the timing of it is not right for them to catch that. However, do you think that they vault to the ahead of the line over Denver, Clippers, those type of teams?
I do think so. The only team I think that can pose a problem to them, and it depends on how this third person they just got works into their dynamic, would be the Clippers. Since they got Westbrook, if he comes in and he's the Westbrook of
0-3 so far.
Yeah, exactly. If he's the Westbrook from the Thunder, where he was with KD and Harden, and he got him to the finals, then I think they're going to be a tough out, and that would probably be their biggest obstacle for the Suns. But if he doesn't, and he's just Westbrook of, I guess, the Lakers, because even in Washington, it was just him and Beal, and they made the playoffs. In Houston, they still made too. Yeah, in Houston, their biggest problem was that Houston decided, hey, let's trade Clint Capella mid-season and have PJ Tucker as your center. Like, I don't understand where they thought that was logical, because you have to play Anthony Davis.
Many logical moves.
Yeah, so that made no sense. So I don't really blame him for those. And then, yeah, LA was just a train wreck.
All right, Timmy. BRB. Yeah, LA was a train wreck to say the least, man. All right, so we'll see how that pans out. But just a quick look at some of the scores from tonight. You laughed at me, Dave. You laughed at me the other day. I said the Knicks can be that 4 seed. The Knicks won tonight, beaten or sorry, they're up by 24 against the Nets right now, 132 to 108. And Boston has a 13-point lead with 4:40 to go against Cleveland, the land. Where does that leave us after tonight, Dave? Let's take a look. So, the Knicks are 2.5. That would be I guess it's 2.5.
So a game and a half
right now. So a game and a half will separate the Knicks from. Excuse me. Let me not speak out of turn here. Let's go get the 76ers, baby. Let's go get that 3 seed.
Calm down. Like I said in the chat, just be happy you guys are again the kings of New York. Now that everyone left
7
Brooklyn.
Straight wins after tonight, baby. Woo!
Like I said, just be happy you guys are the kings of New York. Get your little 5th seed. Get ousted in the 4th round by the land.
Friday, if we get ousted in the 4th round, that'd be great. But Knicks and Heat on Friday. You guys are in the play-in tournament right now, but it looks like Brooklyn's falling like a like a rocket right now. So
I'd be
Brooklyn,
surprised if
we
we
won
won
tonight.
Yeah, they're getting destroyed by the 76ers.
Yeah, and listen, the other day, I don't know what spell you put on them, but Embiid wasn't playing right. Harden, that weird shot at the end.
Jimmy Butler, reverse whatever.
Jimmy Butler special
layup.
Weird shit.
The big face coffee spin. That's what it was. Yeah, we're.
Oh, look at this! The Lakers are winning. You see, this is the type of thing. The AD is going to sit out, and the Lakers are going to win. So, no harm, no foul. No pun intended.
Hey, I guess no AD, no LeBron. And who are they playing?
They are playing Oklahoma City.
Okay, I mean Oklahoma's not been
But okay,
terrible.
no, they've not been terrible, and they got shooters all over the damn place. But just taking a quick look, it's like a well-rounded 18. Oh wait, Beasley has 11, Bamba has 12, Troy Brown has 17. So that's the lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers right now.
Mo Bamba.
Hachimura, favorite name in the NBA right now, Hachimura. Hachimura.
I mean, those
All right, let's see what
Thunder
else
are
we
gonna
got.
look dangerous in a couple years. With all those draft picks
They are.
have, they're gonna look nice.
So the one big thing that would crush the Knicks and their fans beyond belief, as a smile comes over Dave's face, is I cannot have the Knicks lose in the first round to the Cavaliers, because not only does that mean that we have lost out on Donovan Mitchell, but we will have been eliminated by Donovan Mitchell as well.
Back to back, same season.
I don't like it. I don't want any part of it. Just trying to get through. Mavs. We'll wait for Timmy on that. Bucks. So the Bucks have taken over that 1 seed. They're winning again today. That's 16 straight. If they finish this game out, Boston kind of slipping back a couple of games. And that's not a case of Boston, collapsing. When the team wins 16, they won 16 in a row, and they were 5.5 out to begin with. So Celtics still doing their thing. If I say doing their thing, let's listen to the Knicks at the Garden on Monday, baby. Yes.
Timmy's not here to hear the back talk.
Yeah, all he's got to say is he's the 2 seed. All right, and then now the LeBron thing, Vanessa Bryant, that whole deal has now settled down. Oh, I'm here. Something like, okay, what? Timmy's here. Vanessa Bryant, okay, wins the final dollar amount from that is $28.85 million for that whole deal with the pictures being taken of the crash site with Kobe and the rest of them.
That's what That's what that was about. Wow.
That's a part of it. It's like $13 million and then 15.85. Leaking photos. The was it the fire department out there? Yeah, how much money did these people just cost the state of California? Not to mention that it's disgusting, obviously, but
oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of taxes going up in Cali.
it's not not high enough. Let me get this back to Tim May, just in case he needs that. Anything else in the NBA?
I think that's pretty much it that I can think of. Yeah, LeBron going down was big. KD back, and I think wasn't there actually, we can talk about Jason Kidd. He made a comment. Man, I need to pick it up because I forgot what it was. But basically, he was not defending Luka is what it was.
Oh yeah, no, he wasn't.
I forgot what it was.
They was talking about how he was complaining about calls instead of which, on one play was absolutely positively correct. He was complaining on the call and the play kept on going. But I think that was the gist of what he was complaining about, though, right?
So I got here. So it was like because they ended up blowing a 27-point lead and lost to the Lakers on Sunday. So he's doing the interviews, the press conference, and he goes, "I'm not the savior here. I'm not playing. I'm watching just like you guys. As a team, we got to mature, and we've got a lot of new bodies coming back, and we got to grow up if we want to win a championship. There's no young team that's ever won a championship mentally or physically."
Well, there's a nice little pep talk as they go down the stretch.
Right.
As they get down the stretch here. Yeah.
My thing is like, I'm just watching.
Hey, Timmy.
Like,
Timmy.
How to switch to the phone.
my my whole thing with Jason Kidd's comments is like, "Oh, I'm just watching." No, you're coaching, sir. You're not just watching the game. I'm just watching the game. We're just watching the game. You're coaching. You have a way of making a change in the game that you guys can win. You're blowing a 27-point lead. No, 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 sir. You can do a lot more than just watch.
So, Timmy, I don't know if you heard, but he was talking about Jason Kidd, and he basically when they blew a 27-point lead, he said, "I'm watching just like you guys are." So, to Dave's point, you should have more skin in the game.
Silly dude.
All right, so we'll finish up the NBA stuff on this note. Before you fell out of here, Timmy, we were talking about the load management thing. Anthony Davis taking the second of a back-to-back with LeBron out with only 21 games to go. By the way, they're winning that game right now, so maybe it's for the best that he's not playing. And you had Damian Lillard drop, not to take anything away from dropping 71 points, but he did it after taking all this time off and then an additional day off from his team. So let me pull this up here. This is Sir Charles Barkley on First Take the other day, and I thought it was perfectly said. I nothing else I can add to it. Let me pull this up real quickly. All right, let's take a look.
The stars and the responsibility that are placed on their shoulders, etc. Is load management in today's NBA a big issue for Sir Charles Barkley?
It's a huge issue. You know, and Adam, and I love Adam. He's a great guy. He's a great commissioner. But I think what happened is I think he kind of went overboard trying to take care of the players. He's like, you guys don't want to do back-to-back. We're going to kill most of the back-to-back. Now they get like a whole week for All-Star game. He's trying to do everything possible to get these guys rest. You know, Stephen A., I don't think fans get mad if you're making $30, $40, $50 million if you play basketball every night. But you can't make $30, $40, $50 million and then sit out games. I think it's disrespectful to the game. I think it's disrespectful to the fans. Because like I say, these fans are paying their hard-earned money. And like I say, especially, you know what's going to be crazy? In this next TV negotiating deal, we're going to have guys making $70, $80 million a year.
Yeah.
And they're going to be saying, wait a minute, you're going to make $70 million and you can't play basketball 3 or 4 days a week with all the stuff. I mean, they fly private. They got the best medical stuff ever created. And I says, you can't disrespect the fans making $70, $80 million and say, you know what, I can't play basketball 4 days a week. I mean, listen, it ain't like we should working in a steel mill, brother. I mean, people working in a steel mill every day. I'm pretty sure they die too.
Yeah.
But they go to work every day. So, yeah, I think load management is a big deal. I think Adam is going to have to say, yo, man, I don't know. And listen, and I don't know the right or wrong answer, Stephen A.
Well, that's another topic which any route that they were ever to take to mess with this is going to look bad on the players anyway. If they extend the season out so that they can extend the games out, that looks bad. If they lower the amount of games, which is what Steve Kerr and what Barkley was about to say, then it's looking bad on the players. So, I mean, Timmy, I think we all, well, I won't speak for everybody, but I certainly agree with everything that he said. I know you do, but you also have to agree that there's no, just get out there and play is kind of what just go play basketball, because everything else is going to look bad on you, especially once you're up to $60, $70 million a year,
which is a ridiculous amount of money. Mm-hmm. I can't even fathom someone like that. You know, I can't imagine Kevin Durant making $60 million and playing 3 games a year, whatever the fuck he does, or any of these guys. It's sickening, to be honest with you. And this is why I can't get on board. You guys know I can't get on board with this game. This is a game. This is a children's game that they play in. Imagine Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing. Nah, I'm gonna take off today. What do you mean take off? There's 20 games left. We're 3 games out. I don't feel like it. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But one thing that he did bring up, which I guess can give more power to the networks, is, I mean, it's the same deal. It's not like we're seeing LeBron, like, they're taking games off on primetime games as well. Whenever that network thing comes up, they should be able to push Adam Silver and be like, hey, look, we're tired of, like, our ratings are taking a hit because we don't know if LeBron James is going to play. We don't know if Kawhi is going to play, if Kevin Durant's going to play. But we're giving you all these, like, these deals to have it on prime time or Christmas, ESPN, whatever it is, where they can maybe do a little push there as well. Like, you have to fix this and find a solution. Because if not, then we might pull out or you just won't get that much revenue back.
And you let people who go to these games, I'm gonna take my kid to see LeBron for the first time, and he doesn't play just because he doesn't feel like playing. I would say you have to reimburse them full pay, full everything. Let's see how much they like that, losing all that money. How many people are gonna walk out because LeBron's sitting on the sideline just because he feels like it, not because he's hurt, not because of anything else. You're gonna see a massive change in heart when people start losing money.
Yeah, that you got to hit them somewhere, and then it's like, okay, if you're an NBA player, the potential is there for so much in so much money and shoes and this and that and all this other stuff that maybe you take the fine, which again, the position is that any avenue that they go down to fix this problem is going to look bad on the players. So they all need to, like, what's his name from Anthony Edwards said, they just need to play the damn games. Just go out there and play unless you're legitimately hurt. But general soreness, like, that's something that's listed as why guys are missing. I wake up every day with general soreness.
Sore for 10 years. I've been sore.
I was like, I wish I could call. Hey, sorry, boss, I got general soreness, but I'm still looking forward to my paycheck that you're gonna pay me for, a full day's work.
I'm gonna call my job tomorrow. I'm gonna say, listen, guys, I got general soreness. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. Is that cool?
Make sure you say I got tennis elbow. Disrespect us like that.
I'm out 6 weeks. I want you to know. Pay me, and I'll.
I'm out due to general soreness.
I
feel like I'm going to experience this for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, you know who Adam Silver is? He's Eric Bischoff. They always said we never got that boss vibe from Adam Silver. You never get that like Vince was the boss and you knew it. Adam Silver's just Bischoffing his way through this goddamn job because he's surrendering to the players.
It's true.
The players know it. They go walk all over him.
And Barkley was nice when he said, I like Silver, but he's a little bit too much towards the players. He's a lot towards the players. Like to take the stand on at the All-Star break and say that there's not a problem with load management. That's really going to bat for your entire league when they don't deserve it.
No.
All he had to do is say, we'll go back and take this to the drawing board and see what we can figure out. Which, in the end, like I said, nothing is going to look good on the players unless they just play the games. All right, let's head into a little bit of baseball. Little swinging bat to ball action here. So a couple things with baseball that was announced over the last it's been like an ongoing deal, but the top 10 was released. So I figure let's do really quickly 25, and just a quick deal. We can comment here and there, but there's a few there that we might have a few comments on. And you guys can see the whole list. Go online. But Ronald Acuna Jr. Starts off the list at 25. He's a beast. Last year he was 10th. I hope he continues to regress for the Braves. Alex Bregman comes in at 24. One of your nemesis.
No Astro should be on this list.
Oh, then cover your
Wait
ears for the next guy. Jose Altuve in at number 23. Both of them up a few spots. And then former Astro, Carlos Correa, comes in at number 22. Former, Giant, former Met, current. So there it is. Francisco Lindor comes in at 21. He was 68 last year. So the primer there. Another Brave comes in at 20. This guy's a beast. He's already pissing me off. He's on my nerves. That's Austin Riley. He's going to be really good for a long time. You're one of your foes, Timmy, Rafael Devers, who just signed that big contract. He's 19. Vladdy Jr., the Jays, he's 18. He took a step back. Bryce, the douchebag Harper.
There's no reason he should be at 17. There's no reason he should be at 17.
He was number 5 last year.
And he made it to the World Series. I don't understand how that
the team made it to the World Series.
He made it to the World Series.
Yes, he did. Along with the rest of the team. All right, number 16, Julio Rodriguez, who a lot of people said that he should have been on MLB The Show because he's, good baseball player.
The cover's fine.
He comes in at number 16. Well, the cover. Well, see, this is the problem with the cover of the show. Now you got this guy from down here, who.
This guy has a name, All-Star.
Yeah, 243. That's what I'm going to call him. 243. That's his name. But they're making up for it with, a guy who actually played the game well, a legend of the game of baseball, in the more expensive version. That's you guys is Derek Jeter. That $99 one, of course. I don't want that guy on the cover. All right, we're gonna hit 3 straight pitchers here. Max Scherzer comes in at 15. Justin Verlander comes in at 14, and Sandy Alcantara comes in. What was that, Dave?
Verlander Alcantara. Again. How's Verlander ahead of Harper? I don't understand this.
Did you see what he did last year?
Did you see what Harper did?
Yeah, Harper DH because my elbow is hurting. The DH most of the year. Yeah, elbow hurts.
There's DHs in both leagues now. That's not an excuse anymore.
It's an excuse. Juan Soto, number 12. He's with the Padres for the moment. We'll see how that goes. They were already spending all that money out there. Trey Turner, don't like this. He's coming to the Phillies. Don't like it at all. He's a beast. And top 10. Here we go. Freddie Freeman comes in at number 10 of the Dodgers. Yordan Alvarez, another Astro. Timmy, I'm sorry.
How can you then when you know what pitch is coming?
Well, he's ninth. Jose Ramirez, who's with the Guardians still. I thought he was going to get traded, but then he signed that long-term deal. Paul Goldschmidt. It feels like Goldschmidt is like 45 years old by now.
Right.
Like forever.
He's like Adam Wainwright.
Yes, well, he is. He has been in the league forever. Another Cardinal and a number 6, Nolan Arenado. And then the top 5. Let's focus in on this. Let's see if we agree on this. In at number 5, Manny Machado, third baseman for the Padres.
I think he should be lower.
Disdain. Yep. What did you just get? 10, 11 for 350 extension?
Padres
ridiculous.
Throwing money around.
Yeah. Mookie Betts, former Red Sox, current Dodger. He comes in at number 4. He was number 6 last year.
He had a worse year the year before. How did he move up? Didn't he have a worse year last year?
He led the National League with 107. I don't know what batting average and stuff works. 117 runs scored, which is a shit ton. He was 5th in MVP and won his 6th Gold Glove. It's just like a little blurb that they give for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top 3 now. Number 3, Michael Trout.
He's still
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Insane.
Wait,
2.
I'm gonna guess.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna guess that it's Aaron Judge,
Aaron Judge comes in at number 2.
and then I know who number 1 is. Also,
Yes. Little Shohei Ohtani. All right, so and this is they're breaking down for Ohtani. He's been the equivalent of Freddie Freeman at the plate and Carlos Rodon on the mound, which is disgusting.
I still don't think he should be number 1.
Who do you think should be number 1?
It should be Judge.
Yeah.
Trout.
No, it should be Judge. Based off last year, not overall, it should be Judge.
Let's see how
Trout's good at 3, and I think Shohei should be 2.
I still think Trout's the best player in baseball. He's
of course, but he's been hurt.
He's gonna look good in pinstripes, Trout, next year or this year.
Well, that's the thing now. So Machado, immediately as soon as Machado said he was opting out, it was Mets and Yankees. So the only thing I'll say for Machado is that he didn't drag it out the whole year. He got it done quick. We don't have to worry about.
Didn't go to multiple teams like someone else.
Correa?
Yeah.
Stanton, Gleyber, Torres, and a few pitchers for Mike Trout. I'll do it all day, every day.
Stanton was number 100 on the list.
Again, the way too high. I mean, he's way too low. How is he 100?
Because he cannot swing at a low and outside ball.
He still puts up good numbers though.
Cannot swing at that ball. I don't know how any pitcher doesn't throw anything but low and outside.
Jazz Chisholm, number 93, and that's who your cover athlete is on MLB The Show.
He was hurt a majority of last season. So.
243.
Watch how quickly I have Mike Trout on my team when I get to the show.
All right, just looking to see. World Baseball Classic is set to begin next week. You got some stuff happening down here in Miami. Next week, you're going to start seeing major league squads not only losing their players but also playing against some of the different countries. I think the Mets and the Yankees play Nicaragua on maybe back-to-back days. Venezuela's going to be down there also. The only thing is, and talk about this real quick, is the new rules that have been set in place. They don't happen in the World Baseball Classic. So all the guys going to the World Baseball Classic will have that much less time or less games to get used to the new rules. So that being said, one of the new rules, the automatic ball strike, had a direct impact on the outcome of a spring training game. Everybody lost their shit. Not realizing, we got spring training. And these guys are grown men. Adjust to a clock, like the NBA adjusted to a shot clock. NFL adjusted. One big thing is through the first week of spring training, average games are down 33 minutes. The Mets and the Nationals played a game yesterday, 19 runs, 27 hits, and it was still less than 3 hours, which is a miracle. And then on top of that, back to Manny Machado, he said, I'm going to be a lot of 0-1 counts this year because I'm not going to be able to get in there. So Timmy, we said it at the end of the Super Bowl, a call is a call is a call. Do you think that any umpire would have the balls to call that in a not a World Series, maybe World Series? Yeah, let's say World Series because it was a Super Bowl. Guy doesn't get back in the box, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes, winning runs on second, and the umpire says, "All right, strike 3, you're done. It's over." No,
I don't. I think rules should immediately be disbarred from the play. It's. I mean, I understand speeding the game up. I get it, but I don't know. To me, it just seems really weird to force two grown men, to have to do. I hate the guys who who wander when they get a pitch, they wander on the mound for 3 hours, look at the sky, look at their glove. Dude, get on the goddamn mound and fucking pitch. I get it, but most batters don't take forever. So I mean, I don't understand this rule. But no, if you imagine losing the World Series because you got called because you're left box, what your right one was. Imagine that.
Imagine no more Garciaparra in this.
Yeah, exactly. Or imagine the city happens and the city would erupt. Imagine it happened in Philly.
Grease down the poles.
Burn the whole city down because an umpire. Oh, that'd be like a soccer referee giving a red card to a player in the middle of the World Cup.
Oh yeah,
same thing.
They would need to have higher security for that because there's no way he's getting out alive.
No, I think these rules should immediately be not in the playoffs, not in the World Series, especially the stupid phantom runner on second base. Which is little
that won't. I don't think that's postseason. Thank goodness. But that's the worst of any of the rules.
It is. It's literally,
in my opinion. Yeah. So, Dave, two things here. The other day in one of the games, this is going to happen for a long time, but an entire half inning, so top of the third, whatever it was, 3 outs, went by in less time than an Astros pitcher took 2 years ago in a playoff game between pitches. So a whole half inning went by and I understand that they're talking like extremes, but the limiting the tossing over to try and pick somebody off that stops it too. But that's a lot of nerves too, right? I can't remember the Astros pitcher's name, but he was pacing around like Timmy said. He was throwing over to first base. That's one. Number two, Max Scherzer the other day struck out a guy in 27 seconds. 27 seconds. And he goes. He's like I'm gonna manipulate, and this is what the good pitchers are gonna do. They're gonna manipulate the shit out of the hitters. They're gonna toy with them. Start their windup at 11 seconds. Start their windup at 9 seconds. So, being that it's saving all this time, what do you think about it, Dave?
So like Timmy said, I feel like it looks kind of weird. It kind of, when I was watching like the clips, it kind of looked like it was on like fast forward. And I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I don't really know if I like it too much yet. But go ahead, try it in the season. But I don't think they should put it for the playoffs. I think the playoffs, let everyone take their time. Your playoff baseball is already exciting enough. We don't need to speed it up. There's no reason for it to be sped up. So leave it as the playoffs is. See if it works this season, just like they did that. What is it? The second runner. I mean, a runner on second. Nonsense. So just don't do it in the playoffs. Keep it in the regular season. See how it goes. See if people like it. See if you get more people out there because of it, because they know it's not going to be a 5-hour game, and then see what happens.
Yeah. Raul saying, I have seen the pitch clock, and because Raul goes to a lot of Brooklyn Cyclones games, so it's been in action there 2 years. On the pitch clock, it works, and I enjoyed it. It's time for an MLB. So it's going to take us some getting used to. Perfect. We'll see what happens. And he's also said 5-2 Devils over the Avalanche in the second. Ooh,
we got quadruple team.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hang on, let me shut this one down.
I got you. I got it.
All right.
All right. So all these things are going to take some getting used to, but I love that there's no more shift. That makes it more exciting. I mean, that's also like weird. Let me put 6 guys on one side of the field. That's going to create a lot of first to third opportunities, which creates excitement in baseball. And you're just trimming out the dead time. So the 27 minutes or 33 minutes or whatever it is, it's no action baseball. That's what we're missing out of. So no need for people to complain about that kind of stuff.
The shift was ridiculous too. It's like as a hitter, like I remember it used to happen to Ryan Howard all the time. No one would be covering third. Or just bunt it down there. Have a little swing that way, and you're gonna make it to first every single time, and then they're never gonna do that shift again. But no one ever would do it.
So, well, the thing is that you could guys like Ryan Howard. What money is it? So this is where the money comes in. Contract situation comes into play. What money is it in to hit to bunt after bunt when you're supposed to be a run producer? You know, you're supposed to be driving the ball in every direction and
Get that average up.
Yeah. But then you got Ryan Howard hitting his high average is like 250, and he's gonna have 12 home runs. You know, his on base is gonna be great. But ultimately, that's a guy who's supposed to drive in runs, and guys back then didn't do it because why sacrifice money? Now these days, somebody like Jeff McNeil on the Mets can make $15 million a year. He won the batting title last year, highest average in baseball, and he's at 15 million. So there, you kind of get that idea a little bit. But still, I agree with you 100%. The guys who were speedy, who just needed a little bit of a couple of bunts here and there to stop them from shifting, then okay. But guys like Ryan Howard, they would never stop shifting. He could hit it to the left side 10 times in a row, and they'll still have everybody on the right side. So, all right, let's get into football here. We're gonna head into this a little bit differently than what the rest of these networks are doing. I'm tired. We don't have to talk about Rodgers in the cave because what the hell? Nothing. And then he goes on some stupid. I'm mad at him. He went on some no-name podcast and not ours.
I wonder what drove him away from ours, though.
Listen, he's this guy is like some type of holistic doctor, and you know what pissed me off the most? 5'4".
How did that happen in four minutes?
4 real-time minutes. The Avalanche scored 2 goals.
Rangers won in overtime.
3-2 against Philly, right?
That's what I was watching on my left side.
Sorry, Raul got me off track there. Okay, so the biggest thing that annoyed me about the whole interview is that this holistic doctor had his foot up, and he had what people down here will refer to as pata sucia. His whole bottom of his foot was black, dirty, like
Fred Flintstone.
Yes, and it was where the camera was pointing. All right, so you got that. You got less than a week to go for Lamar Jackson and any franchise tag. So not much in the way of news. Carr is going to visit the Jets. Was that today? He was scheduled to visit the Jets again. However, what we're going to do is we'll talk really briefly about this not so good story. It involves football, not the NFL, not yet, and maybe not ever. For Jalen Carter, we kind of heard some of the stuff that was going on with him, but today a warrant was issued for his arrest. This is the thing. We're not a news broadcast here, but we have to talk about this kind of stuff to get through the sports stuff. So he's been charged with reckless driving and racing in connection with a crash that killed a teammate and a recruiting staff member. Police department issued the arrest warrant Wednesday. Was racing his 2021 Jeep Trackhawk against a 2021 Ford Expedition, which led to the wreck here.
All right, can I just say something real quick?
Yes.
Who races fucking expeditions?
I saw the Jeep, and did you hear me like kind of?
A Jeep and an expedition? You're already boring the shit out of me. I mean, really. Idiot. I don't understand athletes. I don't understand some of these athletes. I really don't. If you're giving me $1 million a year, I'm on my best behavior.
Well, he's supposed to be drafted.
Yeah, well, he might be
in top 5.
So he ruined it before he even got the $1 million.
Oh, he's already 4th round. If he's cleared or doesn't do jail, 4th, 5th, 6th round, maybe even unrestricted free agent.
Yeah,
and he'll be called a steal when he
steal in the draft.
drafted. Yeah.
Unfortunate circumstances led to the steal in the draft.
Yeah, he's a
Mel
steal in the
Kiper.
draft for murder.
Raiders. Boom.
Gary,
Spot for him.
Yeah,
Raiders.
Al Davis, whatever his name was, like, dude, that's my guy.
To me, last week would have
This
picked him up
happened
right
last
then and there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
He wiped the whole board clean and said, "That's our guy."
Circles. Permanent marker.
Yeah, permanent. Printed the jersey already.
All right, so I don't know if it. So this whole thing was initially reported as a single vehicle accident, and then obviously more stuff came to light. He is being charged with reckless driving and racing, both misdemeanors. So, from the law standpoint, missed a couple of misdemeanors. However, like Timmy and Dave said, this could take him rounds and rounds, or there's a team. There's going to be a team out there that'll say, "Fuck it, let's do it." But you're giving up how much money? How much money did you lose that night?
Millions.
I wonder. And he was.
I was gonna say he could have been a bust and still, top 5, still made his bread.
Oh yeah,
But
Still
now
still had his rookie contract. It doesn't matter.
it's just sad.
he
Like,
obviously
racing?
says he expects to be fully exonerated of any criminal wrongdoing. But none of these gifted people learn their damn lesson. You got all the talent in the world, and you're doing this dumb shit. And I don't know what time it is, but you know the saying: nothing good happens after insert time here, depending on what time it is that you're doing it. But stop the shit. You like two people. Not only did you screw up your potential here, but 2 people are dead. One of which was your teammate. So,
Like, how do you go? Like, it's literally your fault. Like, how do you go on? I'm just gonna play football. I'm good. I'm gonna get exonerated. Like, no, that's not what I'm thinking about at all. Like, if I would have killed my best friend because it's my fault.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he even's exonerated. Every GM in the NFL is saying, "Nope." Not in the first round anyway. Nope.
oh no,
Me, as the GMs that we've been the last 2 weeks, I wouldn't even bother with him. I'd be like,
I wouldn't either.
you made your bed. Now you got to sleep in it. And good luck in the XFL, CFL, wherever else you want to go. But it's not going to be here.
hurry up before the ratings drop too much lower in the XFL. All right, one more thing. Timmy posted. Funny thing to mention. These 4 teams that are basically assholes to the families of the teams. This report card grades, they all got Fs.
How are you not surprised what number 1 is? I knew what number 1 is before I even read the article.
So, I mean, it's the Commanders, it's the Jags, the Bengals, and the Cardinals.
The Bengals, I'm surprised.
I was too, but you read that. So the Cardinals, it says they're one of 14 teams that don't offer family room for use on game day, and one of only 11 teams that don't offer daycare. The Bengals was like, you leaving out these people in the cold, man. It says players who respond to the survey complain that there is nowhere warm and safe for mothers and kids to go during the game because the Bengals don't provide a family room, unlike the majority of teams. Players reported that the wives have sat on the public restroom floor to nurse their babies. Damn.
What?
Like,
There's not even like a suite they can go to or something?
what's going on? The Jags. Well, we already know the Jags have rats and roaches in the concession stands. This one said, a similar bad report. Second issue was from the players feeling that the team can take better care of the players' families. They don't offer family room again. Also nursing their babies on the floor of public restroom. And the number 1 issue in Jacksonville is rats.
So wait, they're also what are the chances?
The rats were jumping out of the hampers in the laundry, man. Jesus.
No,
Christ.
not that. But about like the nursing on the bathroom floors here too. Is this just like, was this like something they like bubbled in? Like, oh, I think someone's done this before, or did they physically write this? Because I don't think I've ever heard that be a thing both times.
Oh my god.
I think they're just trying to say there's nowhere for families to go.
The Commanders, Surprised if no one finished last overall in the report. Oh, look at this. Okay, so they break down the categories for him because he's such an asshole. Treatment of families, F. Food service and nutrition, D+. Weight room, C+. How do you have a weight room at C+, but the strength coaches is A+? That's the best part of your game, your deal there. Training room, F-. Damn. Training staff, D. Locker room, F-. Team travel, F-.
I wonder
Team
everyone's ever getting hurt
travel.
on that field.
Yeah,
Like Carson Wentz is like, get me the hell out of there. I'll be third string somewhere.
I'm picturing the fucking bus from Major League driving them around, or the plane with the propellers. It's like, what do you mean F? How do you get an F in travel nowadays?
F-. They even gave him
F-.
So the only thing that they have going for them is strength coaches, but the weight room, and training staff and the locker room all trash.
It explains a lot.
So Raul says this is a tradition. Boomer Esiason, does he complain about that? I hadn't heard of that.
I'm shocked. Listen,
all right.
the Jaguars will be the first team in the European division when we create the European division.
Oh yeah,
they will become the London whatever.
They're always. Yeah,
They'll
so
put them wherever
the
football soccer team is that the Khans also own. In that same city.
Yeah,
Whatever.
twofer. Get a little twofer action.
They'll be the Black Knights or the Monarchs or something crazy.
And they
like
come
that.
out in full force. No,
Yeah.
they get. They got their shit, man. When asked what the number one thing for the Jags was the rats, get rid of rats. Players reported that for 3 to 4 weeks this year, there was a rat infestation in the locker room and laundry hampers.
Ugh. That's like that. I would walk out, and that's kind of shit that you ain't gonna find that. Like, you ain't gonna beat me in court or the union. You said, dude, I got rats in my locker. I'm not getting dressed with rats. I'll get dressed on the sideline in front of millions of people before I get fucking dressed with rats.
The Celtics have beaten the Cleveland Cavaliers, so the Knicks are now 1.5 out of that 4 seed, baby. Woo! The Heat got whooped, 119-96. This is good stuff here, guys.
Look
at these high-ass scoring games, man. There's two teams tonight are in the double digits. Charlotte, who Timmy said last week, if you're going to sit out any games, do it in Charlotte.
Well, look, KD didn't sit out in Charlotte, so...
Should have taken taken advantage of that right there. But I guess his name is not AD. All right, so last segment here is going to be our GM segment. Last week we did. Timmy was the GM of the Raiders. The Raiders. Who wound up being your quarterback?
Lamar Jackson after Dave cut him.
Dave cut him.
I picked him right up.
Dave cut him. Dave, you went with Huntley.
And then Baker as the backup, don't forget.
Yeah, Baker as the 4th string backup. And I brought in Derek Carr to the New York Jets in hopes to rebuild. So are those guys are all off the table?
Okay.
Is that right?
That's
okay.
Fine.
So Lamar out. Huntley, I mean,
Huntley and Baker out. You know.
Wow.
I know Baker was a hot commodity.
So many phone calls.
I was about to trade for Baker, son of a bitch.
Mr. Ramsey's here. Werewolves of London would be awesome. Yeah, that would be good. Name them the Werewolves of London. 60,000 Brits howling all game.
They're not cool enough for that. They'll be like the London tea biscuits or something crazy. The Harry
Trumpets
Potter
with their pinky up in the air.
The London Dumbledores.
All right, so today we're gonna do the NFC, and does the GM of the year want to go first?
I'll go first.
Let's hear what you're gonna do.
I must prepare.
Okay, yes, I know exactly where you're going with this. Dave, excellent work there. So I don't. Do you want to pick it up for when Rodgers emerges. Now what happens?
Oh, we can't hear you, Tim.
No, that's good.
Oh, your eyes talking.
I'll just hold the cheese here.
That's like your title.
Like my baby. I'll hold my cheese right. I'll put it right here. There we go. There's my cheese. Okay, it's simple. It's very simple. Aaron Rodgers, thank you. We appreciate everything you've done for us, but get the fuck out because I'm done. I'm tired of you. I am offering him up to the highest bidder. I do require 2 number ones for him, though. Either 2 number ones this year or one this year, one next year. Okay? Thank you, Aaron. We appreciate it. Jordan Love, you're up. You have your chance. Let's see if you can pull an Aaron Rodgers like with Brett Favre. Sat behind Brett Favre for years, became one of the best. Jordan Love, you're going to have to be that guy now. You're going to be we're going to give you a shot at being the next Aaron Rodgers after sitting behind him for all these years. It's your team now. And what I'm going to do with these 2 draft picks, the highest draft pick I get is being traded down for more draft picks because we need weapons.
Oh.
We need weapons for this team. But I am going to try with my second pick to draft a tight end out of Notre Dame. I forget his name. Don't ask me his name. But we need a tight end desperately on this team because we should have drafted one last year. Why, I don't know. And then I would re-sign Alan Lazard. Randall Cobb, go wherever fucking Aaron Rodgers goes because I can't use you anymore. So I'm looking at Jordan Love. I'm looking at drafting a tight end. I'm also looking at another wide receiver because they're very thin at that thing. But with the money I save with Aaron Rodgers, I am also re-signing Aaron Jones to a long-term deal because his deal is up. He's going to command a lot of money. Bring back Jones, draft a tight end. I think the defense just needs a little bit of tweaking, and I think they're going to be a solid top 10 defense. So we're talking Jordan Love, brand new shiny tight end, couple extra wide receivers, Super Bowl in like 2 years, 3 years maybe.
Giddy up.
But we're there. Cheese, baby. Cheese. See this? I'm filling in all the holes. That's what I just did. I filled in the holes on the cheese.
The cheese.
Why do you have a cheese head?
Somebody had worked through this out.
You haven't heard this story? This is a great story.
No.
Yeah, this is great.
I'm in work, and there's the dumpster. And I go, is that a cheese head? And it says, look, the original made in Wisconsin cheese head. So I took it. I gave it a nice Lysol wipe. I gave it a nice old spray. And then I gave it a fantastic wipe and a fantastic spray. Because I don't know what the fuck his head was in it.
It's in the garbage.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it wasn't in the garbage. It was on the garbage. So I was like, thank you.
That makes sense. That was so you took this off a Green Bay Packers fan?
If you want to put it that way, that's fine. but it's the original made in Wisconsin. So how can I not steal this? How can I not have this in my house?
That's hilarious.
One day I'm gonna get an autograph. I was gonna say I get Brett Favre autograph, but who the fuck wants his autograph now?
Hey, when Aaron Rodgers comes to New York to the Giants this season, you could get him to sign.
No, I'm not trading him to the Giants. I'm trading him to the Jets or the Ravens. Whoever wants to give me more draft picks, they can have him.
All right, Sir Dave.
Boss, how about you go first? Because I'm curious. I'm pending on what you're doing.
Okay. All right. I'll go here. Look, this team is a piece away, and if Purdy didn't go down, last year or just a few weeks ago, really, we would have had a better chance against the Eagles. Would have matched up certainly better than having Josh Johnson out there. And then we bring Purdy back in, send him to the Wolves. He can't throw the ball. However, we do have somebody who we were attempting to make the starting quarterback. He's out right now. He's still let's see what he's going to be able to do with that knee. Purdy hasn't even had his surgery yet, and he's going to be out 6 months. So TikTok, it's 6 by now. 6 months. That's September 1st. So very easy to solve. We're stacked all around. Defense, offense. We're going to bring in old reliable. We're going to bring back Jimmy G. Second year in a row where we said we're going to separate ourselves from this. Second year in a row, he's going to come back. The big thing on Jimmy G is that he's getting hurt here and there. Well, if we can patchwork 3 quarterbacks together, we can win this Super Bowl next year. But we're going to bring in Jimmy G. We're going to see how that goes. Let's see what Purdy does. What's this other guy's name? Who tore his knee up? Trey Lance, who, by the way, I had all the faith in last year. He was my starting quarterback in fantasy. You let me down. But I am bringing in Jimmy G. I don't know if I just took what the Saints wanted to do, but that's where I'm going here. Let's do this thing, baby.
I would have bet money you were going to bring in Brady. I really would have bought you were bringing in.
A $95 million contract to bring Brady out of retirement.
Dave, if you say you're bringing in Baker Mayfield, I'm going to kill you. Just want you to know that.
I can't bring him in anymore.
No, that's it.
Oh, man. You completely threw a wrench into my plans because I absolutely wanted to bring wanted to bring Jimmy G back. Oh, bring him to the Saints. Get him welcomed here, but your quarterback situation is terrible over there. All right, well, I guess this leaves me with my second option. Let me switch over here.
He's trading for Baker Mayfield.
Pop myself. No, Baker's gonna be happy in Baltimore.
Yeah, but you could trade with yourself because you're the GM of that team too. You could trade yourself for.
Well, as the GM, the newly assigned GM of the New Orleans Saints, I want to thank the Benson family for bringing me on. As always, we're gonna try and make this organization great again. We finally got rid of Sean Payton. No problems with him. He wanted to retire. He wanted to start somewhere else. Good, have that trouble in Denver all you want. Here in New Orleans, we party all the time, and we're going to win again. So, the first thing I want to address is the quarterback situation. Andy Dalton did what he had to do last year. We are going to bring him back to be the number 2 again. I'm not going to be starting Mr. Dalton. Instead, what I will be doing is in the draft, no matter what it takes, I will be drafting the future of this organization. And the future is Bryce Young.
Oh, not even CJ Stroud. Okay.
I'm bringing him into the Saints, showing him everything, bringing the parade from the airport all the way to the stadium so that he knows this is his city, that we support him and will support him no matter what happens. After that, got to work on some weapons for him. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is, unfortunately, after many years, I will be getting rid of, what's his face? Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I will be getting rid of him. He's had a couple of string injuries where, it just hasn't worked out here in New Orleans, and wish him the best in his future endeavors. If he goes and blows up at Atlanta or any of these other teams, good for him. But we're going to go ahead and go young. We're going to go with Chris Olave to head our offense, and then sign a couple, free agent wide receivers that are out there, some vets. I'm thinking about going maybe a Robert Woods route, a line next to him. And then I kind of want to make an offer on Mr. DJ Shark to be his number 2. We have Kamara still. Nothing's going on with him. So we're very positive that he's going to be able to play, and we're going to get him back there. And then, of course, we got Taysom Hill there to round out the offense very well. So I think the future of this organization is good. Defense, the only thing I'm thinking about adding is a defensive tackle. And there's one from the Cincinnati Bengals that I'm really liking, and that's Mr. Larry Ogunjobi. If we can bring him in, I think we're getting where we have to be. And if Bryce Young could be the quarterback that I know and you fans know that he can be, 2 to 3 years, Super Bowl champions, not making it, champions.
Wow.
Put it in the books.
Hey, whoa, hey.
What do you guys think of the whole Dallas Cowboys trading Dak and something else to move up to the Texans to take CJ Stroud?
I don't know. I don't believe it. They baby Dak too much. He loves Jerry Jones has a love fest for him every single time they ask him a question about him.
I'm saying the Texans would be dumb to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not taking keep Dak in that other wasteland in Texas.
Yeah, they need to extend him so that his cap hit isn't, because 45 million. I thought Dave was for sure gonna try to lure Daniel Jones away for the Giants.
Oh
The
yeah,
Saints.
I'm willing to go pay him 47 million. That's what that man is worth.
I actually thought that you were gonna kick Kamara to the side and try to try to sign Barkley. Jeremiah is talking about his Bills. I'm hoping the Bills trade their number ones this and next year to get TCU wide receiver. Trade Diggs to Dallas. No.
Whoa, that's
don't trade
Oh
Diggs.
my god!
Do not trade Stephon Diggs to Dallas.
And start rebuilding that line. You guys were.
There's a lot of hate from Jeremiah for the Giants. They were all in the Eagles here. No, we don't want to do that.
But it's not like the Bills have been sucking. That I don't know why he wants to make all these moves.
But I think I did. Somebody mentioned. No, I don't care what he wants. We don't always get what we want in this life. Jeremiah, don't trade him there.
Trade him to the AFC somewhere. Don't trade him to the fucking Dallas.
Yeah, I'm
thinking, who cares? Dak can't throw him the ball anyway.
That's true. That'll make. But I like Stephon Diggs. I don't want him to go to Dallas. Not my fantasy wide receiver.
Fuck him.
Oh,
he isn't that great.
I'll take him in New York.
The Bills really, they just need to get Josh Allen help. You can't say, listen, this is the game. It's all up to you. Everyone else, you just relax. No, you have to get the guy another receiver. You have to get him a running back, a real running back. That's why I think they're going to go after Jacobs, or if God forbid Saquon doesn't get re-signed, they'll go after Saquon or something like that.
I think the Eagles are going to let Sanders go too.
There you go. That's what the Bills should be going after.
I don't think Sanders
I'm just saying that they're going to have so many options.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe you go Derrick Henry, but I don't know if not this past year, but the injury the year before slows it down. I don't know. Right. Tampa also released this guy, Fournette. There's going to be a lot of running backs available, and that's what scares me a little bit with the Giants.
That's what I'm saying. That's with the Bills. With the Bills, they got to stop signing your Leonard Fournettes and your guys. They need like a superstar running back, which they haven't had since Thurman Thomas, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
you put him with Josh Allen. He wasn't a superstar in fucking Buffalo.
Not anymore.
He was garbage in Buffalo. And then, don't get me started on
CJ. Remember CJ Spiller? Like, he was supposed to be this big.
CJ and Fred Jackson kept splitting who ended up being good 1 year.
It was the dumbest thing, and if you play fantasy, that made it even worse.
Dave, I'm out. Dave, your head's about to explode. Ready? Marshawn Lynch is an overrated pile of crap. Always was, always will be. Seattle, he was lucky. He was lucky to be on a good team. He is garbage. Always is garbage. That's coming from the GM of the Packers, maybe.
Well, as the GM of the Saints, Jeremiah, I would gladly trade you Alvin Kamara and bring Diggs over here.
Diggs, Olave, oof.
Bryce Young will be all-stars, and then I'll go pick up a nice little steal in like the second or third round running back that no one has heard of from like TCU or God knows where, Oklahoma, and say we're going.
Wait, Jeremiah, are you saying that the Giants have better receivers than Stephon Diggs? That's not accurate.
That's not even close to accurate.
That's not accurate.
Not anymore. We just gave up Kenny Galladay.
Or maybe he's talking about somebody else, because he's also saying I don't know how Buffalo invites him back. But is that because have they not kissed and made up yet?
But you do realize the Giants' best receiver is the guy the Bills decided to cut because he was crap. that shows you how good the Giants receivers are.
No, he said Dallas has better receivers. That's not us. That's why you have better receivers. All right. Let me just check my little rundown here. We got the GMs done. Last and final thing, we say a moment of maybe prayer to the football gods. The Giants have one less receiver today. Mr. Galladay finishes his Giants career with, 600 yards in 2 seasons or something like that. Was it even that? 300 yards. Good luck in your future endeavors.
No good luck.
No. Thanks for nothing.
Have fun in Jacksonville or wherever the hell you're gonna end up. Because go play with the Rats.
I'll take him here in New Orleans too for the vet minimum.
1.2 or something.
1.2, yeah.
We don't want Singletary, Jeremiah. We're not ending on a bad note here with us losing Barkley. All right, let's do a round robin here. Dave, or the GM of the Saints, any closing remarks here as we head out?
Everyone, happy Hump Day. World Baseball Classic. Excited about that. DR is going to be a tough out even for the USA. That team is disgusting.
I need to see when the schedule kind of plays itself out, because that was one of the best games, fun atmosphere that I've ever gone to.
Well, they're here. They play all their games here, and it's
but it's not against.
No, it's not. The U.S. would be the finals if we get there.
Yeah.
They end up playing Puerto Rico, which could be a decent game. Then Venezuela, Israel, and Nicaragua. So
Israel.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry to interrupt you there, on your final thoughts. Go ahead.
No, that was it. World Baseball Classic.
Right.
Excited.
All right. Timmy.
GM
of the Packers, who had the balls. He's going to be on news radio all the way, the balls to say sayonara.
And Dave, I was very
impressed.
Wait,
did he say sayonara? He just said he's not going to play him.
No, I mean, you're done.
Bye-bye.
Get your cave-dwelling ass out of Green Bay.
He's not paying him $50 million to
Oh, look, it says right here. Aaron Rodgers says decision on future coming soon. So I guess the cave was a success then. He's fucking Vince from Entourage, going up to they're getting high and Benji. That's what he can Benji. Jared, calm down, Jared. You guys will be fine. Raul, stop with your devil's propaganda, please. We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives.
I can't have a 6'4".
But Dave,
What's 6'4" now? 6'4" now?
I was very impressed by your GM thing. I didn't get that deep into it. I just figured who they need, but I was very impressed with you're picking out like Chark and this guy. I was like, damn, you picking up players.
But I'm repping the Brown, and like I said, the Benton family, granted me this responsibility, and I had to just show them that I'm ready for this job.
Yeah, but I have a cheese head.
Yeah, you're right.
So, other than that,
I just recycled the quarterback.
Yeah. He said, "We're just gonna stay put. Hope no one gets hurt."
I'm excited for the World Baseball Classic, but I'm not. I'm always terrified someone's going to get hurt and blow their season. Because look, it's fun to build Baseball Classic, but I'd rather have a World Series than that. So I'll just pray to the baseball gods, say, have a good Classic. No one gets hurt. No one ruins their career. Because eventually, if enough of it happens, they're going to cancel that shit.
Yep.
Or they're going to use minor leaguers or college kids or wiffle ball or something ridiculous like that pretty soon.
Or maybe do it after the season, like not do it right before the season starts.
Or during the winter leagues that they do. They do a lot, all over South America, and that would be a good time as any. Plus, you get a little bit of chance to recover during spring training and then do your thing.
Or go to Florida where little kids play baseball for fucking 11 months out of the year. between Faraji's kids and my cousin's kids, they're playing baseball all fucking year.
Like the shade.
It's like summer league, winter league, fall. It's like, dude, stop with the baseball already.
And then mid-season summer league.
Yeah.
And then in the winter, the coaches will be like, it's gonna be a little chilly tonight, so make sure kids are dressed warmly. And I'll look, it's like 67. And if I put my son in long sleeves, he's gonna be sweating his ass off.
That's the winter league. That's the winter league games. My cousin too. Oh yeah, we're doing travel. We have to go here, and here in like 4 days. I'm like, this is a little kid.
That's
you crazy?
A lot. The traveling thing. We thought about doing it last year, but they warn you enough to say, it was going to be in the Keys, and they were like, all right, first of all, it's over Father's Day weekend, and if you're not going to want to do it, then don't join. Number two, the rules of this is very simple. The mandatory playing time for any kid is 1 at bat. So and it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So they say you might go for all 3 games, pay for a hotel and all this stuff, and your kid might get 1 at bat the whole weekend. So
that's crazy.
Oh, I thought it was per game, like per day. Just wow.
For the weekend. It's for the weekend. That's the bare minimum. So
get that Monday off and make sure you're in the Keys those 4 days and enjoy at least some of those at the beach, having some drinks.
I'd tell my kid bat lead off and let's get the hell out of here.
On Friday.
Friday, bat lead off. Let's go, man. We're going to the beach. Other than that, everyone have a good time. But don't forget, baseball's around the corner. But the NL draft is also around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, which is my 3rd favorite holiday of the entire year. So can't wait.
Yep, and they were actually there ready for this kid. I already forgot his name. That got arrested, the warrant for reckless driving. He was scheduled to speak today, and the reporters were waiting, and then they said like a group of like 75 people huddled around after they heard that this happened to see if he would come out, and they said no. They sent him home. He will not be available for any media discussion. All right. So, and just to piggyback off what you said, Timmy, the World Baseball Classic is great and all, but the entire Mets infield is in the goddamn World Baseball Classic, along with Edwin Diaz. So I am doubly like baseball gods, please. Hey, maybe that's my shot. I'll go play third base for the match. The ripe old age of 42. All right, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate everybody for joining. Great job on the GM stuff, even though I recycled. And we'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on in the world of sports. Hopefully the next day or two, some of these dominoes start to fall. And next Tuesday, I think it is when the deadline for the franchise tags. So that'll be interesting with Lamar, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, all this stuff. A lot of decisions ready to be made. Give that man his $47 million, baby. All right, peace out, everybody.